If you're noticing something different, that's because I'm Zadi and this is Epic Food.
Hi, I'm Molly. Who are you?
I'm Zadi.
So can you tell us a little bit about the show and how it got started?
I was a correspondent for Rocketboom.
Hi, I'm Zadi and we're here at the 2006 San Diego Comic Con, the mecca of geekdom.
And then I was doing stories here from LA, and you guys of course are located in New York. So we're kind of like these sister shows in essence. So from 2006 of June, for 9 months we were independent, we grew our audience. Then we had a partnership with Next New Networks, and then Revision 3, then we went back to being independent. So you have these weird peaks and valleys, and what you start realizing is that once you're growing your show and it's getting better and the quality is getting better, and then you go back to being independent, you don't have those resources again. So how do you manage that? I think these are lessons for every independent producer, and so even being here in Los Angeles and working with other people, having these conversations are so important online because you need that community around you. You need to talk to other people and figure out how they're doing it, and you need to collaborate so that when you don't have certain resources, you still do. You still have partnerships and that are more creative or artistic and kind of can manage it.
What are your roles within Epic View? What are your responsibilities?
I do most of the editing right now, actually all, which is great because you hone your skills and it really helps with visually just knowing where the show's going to go. Steve takes more of the directing role. Honestly, because he's behind the camera most of the time, he really has a great eye and kind of understands visually how the shows would look, and he does a lot of the writing.
Hi, Steve Wolf.
Oh, hi, Molly.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm on Rocketboom.
It's really nice that your main project in life is something that you're very passionate about, and you get basically almost complete creative control over, right?
It's a rarity in life, that's for sure. The amazing part is that, like, no matter what anybody says, we're still way at the beginning of this whole thing, and we'll all shape the way this all goes going forward. And even if it seems like now it seems really hard and long hours and no money, there'll be tremendous opportunities on the other side of all this.
What is the role of community in a web show?
A community on a web show, if you're doing it right, you're interacting with them, you're having a conversation with them so that they can tell you what you're doing wrong, what they like. Their ideas actually make it into the show so that, you know, in a sense you're creatively collaborating with them. You're turning them into participants rather than just passive viewers. That's the most important part of community for me. What we really want to do is make Epic Food much more global and have daily content happening on Epic Food. We're going to do more of a blog network, and we're going to have bloggers from around the world contributing daily content and keeping us abreast of what's happening in emerging culture all over the world. So if you want to know what's happening in the art scene in Berlin, or who the next pop star is going to be coming out of Tokyo, we really want to know all that stuff. And we want to make epicfood.com a resource for that kind of stuff.
It's been really interesting finding out a little bit more about behind the scenes at Epic Food.
It's been awesome being on Rocketboom with you.
Thank you for talking to me. You can check out more from Steve and Zadi at epicfood.com. Outros are terrible.
Outros are horrible.
But I appreciate that you understand that.
I completely understand. Sometimes you need to close it up, you know, and every relationship has a closure. You know?
Yeah. I think this is our closure.
This is our closure.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.